What's up, guys? Anyway, today I'm watching this new show. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. Because this is my first time watching this show. It's titled Raising Dion. Yeah. This I think it's about raising a kid with the superpowers. That's all I know about this show. So I'm really interested in seeing how they portray that. It's a new thing that we haven't really seen. Well, I mean, it is like same thing with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, but this is different. I think it is gonna be different. That's what I hope. So let's watch the first episode of Raising Dion. Nice.
I won't. Put your shoes on. Faster, faster.
Mom, I can do magic.
Amazing, baby. That is something to fall.
Yeah, but this time is actually saying it for real.
Green light, tic tac toe go. Here we go. Red means stop and green light means go. Common sense drop, 'cause I truly love the hip hop. We're almost at the top. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm already up here, and I got the baby.
I'll make you be Jordan.
I had that baby.
So I guess he's the father. What happened to him? Is he dead? Is he alive? Or what's the situation here?
I want to show the guy.
I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be doing magic at school.
Esperanza, she doesn't count.
Why not?
She doesn't have any friends either.
Come on, you.
Yeah, now we are friends.
These kids are different. They ride skateboards, Chris has a YouTube channel, and everyone goes on and likes it, and they're all bigger than me.
Well, hey, that's. Oh no.
8 o'clock and you're late.
Okay, so wait, he fired you over the phone.
He called me at 8:05 and told me not to bother coming in. What am I gonna do?
I hear things. I have to wait for my mom to pick me up after school. Isn't she always late?
So that's a thing, like always being late. Like, literally. I wonder why she got fired. I think this is not her first time doing this.
Whoa! You guys are here! What's up? Nothing. Just on my way home. Did you bring your board?
Realize there's nothing left.
You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it.
The homies wanna be like on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light.
What, dude?
Oh, so he made it. Yeah, even he himself does not believe this.
Dion!
Oh.
You left school.
Don't be mad, Mom.
I thought someone kidnapped you until Esperanza told me where you were.
Ooh, Dion's got a girlfriend.
Get that off your head. Get off of there. Get your stuff and get to the car.
Loser.
Come on. Her mother ruined his only chance of being famous. He's gonna be mad about it.
I know you haven't seen me, but I'm here every week. All I see is you loitering on my stoop. My foot is off of the stoop. I'm not loitering.
That's not true.
Baby, I just always dreamed about being able to sit in the middle of a storm and play with lightning. I mean, this new alloy is light, it's rust proof. It's kind of like.
Oh, so that's how he died. Playing with the lightning. Yeah, of course you're gonna die if you play with the lightning. Seriously.
I'm not 1,000% sure, but we won't know until lightning hits it.
No.
Can I have a little faith?
The falling sky, I will love you. When I'm oh so old
Wait, so he drowned? That's what they're trying to tell us now. He did not know how to swim, so then he drowned and he died. Is he even dead? Yeah, I think he drowned.
Remember Batman's parents and Spider-Man's uncle? Superman's whole planet?
You went in dark, you mean went in dark.
Nothing's gonna happen to your mom.
Something happened to my dad.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you how we first met?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Statewide robotics competition.
Who won?
Who do you think won?
When?
Yesterday. I messaged him on Reptile Repo.
Could do that? Why didn't I know that?
Because you work all the time.
Well, now I don't work all the time because I just got fired.
I liked our old house better.
Yeah, me too.
We should go back. If Dad comes home, he won't know where to find us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mom.
Just pick up your toys, okay?
Oh yeah, Mom, can you look at this?
Mom?
I said it's fine. Just brush your teeth.
I picked them up.
But in my mind,
Oh.
It's okay, Mom. They're playing.
yeah, it's all freaky.
It's cool, right?
What is this?
It's magic. For you, so you won't be sad.
Now I'm confused. I'm not sad.
Kadabra!
No. Just Dion, come here.
Abracadabra!
Just stop. That's not helping.
I'm trying. It's not listening.
Stop.
Abracadabra!
Just take. Just when this is happening, just go underground and sleep. Well, not underground, but just lay down. Well, I mean, I wouldn't expect this to happen though.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry.
I don't think she cared about that.
You didn't do that, babe.
I've been doing magic.
Yeah, with the kit we got from Walgreens. Are you okay?
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like that.
I have. There's a pen in my room that comes when I need it.
Do not call the police. That's the first mistake you will make. Calling the police.
Cat, please leave a message.
Cat, pick up your phone. It's about Dion and I. Oh man, he doesn't even look sick. He can move things with his mind.
Oh, you are going crazy. That's always their expression. Like you're going crazy.
Out of Legos and things, and it was so scary.
Come on, okay, you need to come outside right now. Did you take something? I gave you that lorazepam in case of an emergency.
I'm telling you, okay, something is happening with Dion. I mean, I was bleeding. I mean, look at my shoulder.
So you're saying Dion's violent?
I'm saying he has powers, okay? Weird, scary powers.
You have a lot going on right now.
Don't do that. Don't minimize.
I'm not trying to minimize.
Don't tell me I'm crazy.
I can tell you right now, Dion does not have powers.
Just come back in there. I can
No,
show you.
stop it. Okay, you're acting nuts. You don't get to do this anymore, Nicole. You're somebody's mother, for God's sake.
You don't think that I know that?
You need to get it together.
I understand both sides, I understand both the sides. But it's true. That's the problem. Is that as viewers, we know that it is true.
I have to go into surgery. All right, but I promise you, everything you saw can be explained.
shouldn't have jumped in.
But there's a hero, Dion. He's a hero.
Heroes do, right? A lady named Charlotte Tuck got to go home to her family because your dad was a hero.
I forget him.
Oh, she used to be ballerina dancer. Serious, I thought something serious was happening.
So old it probably doesn't even float.
Look!
We can't go fishing, Dion.
Why not?
Because we don't know how.
You put the pole in the water. Come on, let's go.
It doesn't work like that. Hey, stop that. Hey, stop that, okay? That's cheating. What?
Floating fish. Yeah, of course. No, floating fishes.
Oh, no. Dion, they can't breathe up there. They need water.
No, put them in the water. Don't bring water to them.
Okay, that's not exactly what I meant. Oh, okay.
That's actually cute.
Put them down.
They're amazing.
Okay, good. Good job, buddy. Dion, are you doing something to the trees?
Not on purpose.
Oh, no.
Trees down. See?
Abracadabra!
Oh, you're making it worse.
No, that's making it worse. Just try to calm down, honey.
I don't like this. It's scary.
I can't too.
Just calm down, Dion. Oh, abracadabra. Oh, he's out.
Buddy, what are you doing out of bed?
Looking at the rain, people.
Looking at what?
The rain people. Okay, this is creepy.
Baby, we really need to get back inside.
Oh no, this is creepy. Yeah, raising Dion is gonna be crazy. What did he say? What's dangerous? Yes, what's dangerous? The first episode of Raising Dion. I have some thoughts on it. I do have some thoughts on it. I do think it's a good episode. No, it's a good episode. It's a good. It's not great or good, but I would have expected. I was expecting a little bit more, but this was a little bit more of a letdown based on my expectations. It's a nice opening, Yes, getting to know the characters and what really happened to the father. So it does a great job on doing that, but other than that, it's just something it didn't sort of flat. Okay, one of the things that just made me like, okay, you know what? Uh this is gonna take a little bit more long time for me to just get into it. Was the character Dion, the main character. I think the kid needs a little bit more improving when it comes to his acting abilities. And I think he's the same age, maybe a little bit younger, but somewhat the same age with 11. The Stranger Things 11 special season 1. I think there's someone is the same age, but she did a fantastic job. She was great. Whereas Dion just feels sometimes, something is missing. Feels like he's doing it for the sake of doing it, but not in a realism way. And that is just, you could feel it. You could just feel it when you're seeing him. Sometimes he's okay, and sometimes he's just like a kid. I mean, he's a kid, but in a bad way. Just you would expect him when he's delivering. I think the issue majority of the time is the deliverance of his lines. He does not really capture that amazing deliverance to just make us believe that this is actually happening. And his expressions sometimes are just a little bit dull. They really don't actually capture what is actually happening. Especially when the floating fishes, we'd expect him to be more, I don't know, the expression should be there in his face that this is amazing, or just any expression, but he was just okay, sure, nothing is. This is something that I've seen before. So I think that is one of my major issues when it comes to this episode. I have to get used to this. I mean, we're gonna see him for 2 seasons. Maybe you improve by over time, but yeah, so far I'm not really impressed by his acting ability. Now, the mother is good, not impressive, but she's great. She really did a great job in the emotions part. The one I was complaining about Dion not having. She actually did a great job because you could see dropping her tears when needed, crying and happy and complaining. I mean, she's an adult who I could expect an adult to be more good with being an actress. So yeah, I think there's not really much to complain about him. Now, the other issue for me personally is also the emotion part. Is that there's only one scene out of all the scenes that they try to make us feel connected with these characters. There's only one scene that I was actually felt like, yeah, that's it. And I think the reason why I think the method they chose to go this route, trying to put a lot of emotion in the first episode, is not a good, it's not a good idea. Because I think when you want people to feel about something, emotional connected to the characters, you need to develop the relationship between these characters. Get to know them by each and every episode, every difficulty. Then you have another episode where you could actually review why they are acting this way. Then as the viewers, we could just understand the situation like, damn, this is because we have connection with these characters. We have connected them, we know them a little bit more. But as for this episode, it's just like it introduced the characters, then also put the emotion, everything is just there, all of them. Now, I also do understand why the reason they went this route, mostly because they would want to, go into the story of Dion having powers a little bit more faster, and it's understandable. But I think you could also do the same thing with the story of emotions. You could not rush it. You could just spread it out through the episodes. I don't think this is more of a dragging story because emotions, you don't really drag emotions. Always expected to see emotions in the movie. So I don't think there's a mistake, or people would complain about that. They shouldn't have just rushed to the emotion, but they should have just at least make us feel connected to the characters first before they could have gone with the route of emotions. The only thing that I liked about the emotion was when she was wearing, a late husband's clothes. I felt like, okay, you know what, it's really sad. You can feel the scent, you could feel the smell, like it's like they're right there, but deep down they are not. It's sad. it's really sad. That's the only one that actually hits me, deep down. So that's the only scene that I actually gave an approval. And as for Dion's powers, his telekinesis, the first time we kind of noticed this, he was alone, I believe, with the cereal. Then the second time was with his mother, but the mother, obviously the first thing you would do is tell your close ones when one of your children or anyone is doing some freaky stuff, or you maybe, you would tell them, hoping for them to believe you or at least trust you, not to call you crazy. But it's obvious that they're gonna call you crazy, especially your friends. It's like friends are always there for you, always there. But if they see something crazy, or you say something crazy, they're gonna say it to your face, like, okay, that's just stupid, that's just crazy. Don't say that. Even when you're telling the truth, the only way to actually make them believe it is by showing what you're saying. Show them the truth. Show them what you're meaning. Then they will actually better believe you. That's the only way. So I do understand, why a friend was like, yeah, you're crazy. There's a lot happening in your life, I understand it, but you need to pull it together, stop acting weird. It's understandable. But there's no proof. And what do if someone came to you and acted like that way? You'd call them crazy, so it's understandable. Now, the last part, the last scene, at the cabin, I think that is exactly what captured me to say, okay, now I'm interested in seeing episode 2. Before that, I was like, I mean, okay, fine. But that scene when we started seeing the water people, the kind of ghosty like people, I think these are people who died in the lake, I believe. I think that is when I was like, okay, this actually looks cool. There might actually be something. Obviously, the reaction from the boy was, and it's not good. It's not good. I hope he improves it by the time we, move on with the episodes. So I hope it does an improvement when it comes to this acting. Now we do actually get to see the father of Dion this time, but this time he's saying it's dangerous, get out of here. I think that's what he said, but I don't remember saying dangerous or something like that. But I don't really capture much of the things that he said. So something's happening, clearly something dangerous is happening, and they need to move out of this place as fast as they can because something dangerous is about to happen. Now we have no idea what it is, and maybe it's connected to Dion, and we have no idea how Dion got his powers. We need an explanation. So yeah, that is something that I'm also kind of looking forward to. And the explanation of why the water people came, and are they really a threat or they're just like a warning or something like that. What is the case here? Is raising Dion water or saving? That's the question right now. Is it more of water wish or saving? Because I do think that it's both worlds, especially because of that last scene. That was more giving horror vibes. So yeah, I think I'm in for a treat. Then in the meantime, before I guess Stranger Things comes out, yeah, that is gonna take a long time, like very very long time. I think when it comes to Stranger Things, I think it's gonna premiere maybe next year, at the end of next year, or in the beginning of 2025, or even in the middle. I'll put my money on 2025 with the release. It's the last season, they must make sure that it's perfect. But damn, 2 years after the 40th season, yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Wait for it. So yeah, I'm really actually interested in seeing the next episode of Rising Dion. The last scene really captured me. Yeah, so guys, if you like my show, make sure that you leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. Stay safe. Goodbye.